and welcome to Geeky Ent. And on this episode, we're going to be continuing the Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse action figure collectible line. We're going to be discussing Superman from Action Comics number 1000, Batman from Detective Comics number 1000, and Batman Chase variant from Detective Comics 1000. So let's go ahead and get these guys opened up. We're going to go ahead and start off with Superman here. So every box comes with highly detailed amount of artwork, which is a representation of all the trading cards within the package. This one here is pretty detailed, and of course Superman does not need any accessories in terms of weapons or anything like that, because his whole body is a weapon itself. That's what happens when you're a part human, part alien species from the planet Krypton here. Wow, that is an awesome display stand. So every figure comes with a collectible trading card, and there is Supes there. But this one here, we're going to go ahead and get this guy opened up. This one is a different display stand compared to all the other figures, because this one here gives you an actual flying pose type pose, I guess you can call it. I'm not even thinking right now. Right now I'm just kind of floored by the different display stand that's offered with Superman himself. So here it's a clear plastic stand that just slides right in there apparently, and nice little grip here for his body. So we're going to go ahead and leave that there. We're going to go ahead and cut off the little plastic supports here for Superman. Make sure not to cut any of the paint application. So, this one here, like all Todd McFarlane Multiverse figures, all of these figures are, to put it lightly, a pain in the rear end. They're a pain in the ass to get out of the packaging. Here you can see the amount of struggle for a grown-ass man to be taking it out of the package here. What is it hung up on? Let's just shove the tape through. Come on now. There we go. So Supes does come with two alternate hands here that are swappable. One is open hand, and one is a closed fist for punching. It's a Freudian slip there, but wow. One thing I noticed right off the bat is that his emblem is metallic, which is, you couldn't really see that within the packaging. So there is a nice little close-up of Superman and his little embroiderment there. Got a nice little paint smudge on the back of his neck, not a problem. And he's got, let's talk about his height first. Let's go ahead and get the tape measure out. So all of these figures stands up at around 7 inches or so. Articulation, he's got swivels at the shoulder, swivels at the bicep, bends at the elbow, only a single articulation point, swivels at the wrist, and these are interchangeable hands, so they just swap right out. We go ahead and get his punching hand here for his left hand, and they just go ahead and swap right out. So one thing I would have liked is to have two punching fists. So he only comes with one open hand on that, so not too sure what happened there. But he's got a torso articulation point, bend at the hip, double knee joints, and bends here at the ankles. So with the display stand here, since I'm an in-box collector, I'm not too familiar with these, but I assume they just go right on the waist area, clip right in, and there you can have Superman flying whichever way you'd like. And he's also got a little peg here on the bottom, so you can have him not flying. So that is Superman, and let's go ahead and get the regular version of Batman. Now, one thing I did notice off the bat from this particular figure is his head. So let's go ahead and get a closer look at his head, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So, of course, all the figures come with a trading card, and Batman comes with the artwork from Detective Comics number 1000, and he comes with a nice little display stand here. We're going to go ahead and get Batman out of the package, but first we're going to go ahead and talk about Batman's accessories. He comes with a grappling hook that's got a nice little bend, and on my previous video from Batgirl, I'll drop a link down below. The differences between the grappling hook is that this one's more shot out versus Batgirl's is kind of more tied up all together. And of course, Batman comes with one of his iconic batarangs. Nice dark matte black. So let's go ahead and get Batman out of his packaging here. That one was a lot easier to get out. Alright. So, here is Batman in all his glory. Now, one thing I did mention earlier is his head was the first thing that I did notice. It just kind of looks a little off proportion, to be honest. So when you pair up Batman next to Superman here, you can see just the head is a little off proportion. Like, I think his head should have been a little bit bigger, or maybe his mask should have been a little bit bolder. But I'm not too sure what they did there. But either way, I'm going to be more biased towards Batman over Superman just because Batman is my guy. So, you can see he's got the Detective Comics bat suit. He does come with double knee or double elbow joints, bends at the wrist. His articulation at the shoulders is hindered by his cape, so that's about as far as he can go. The Arkham Asylum Batman did have a little bit more movement at the shoulders, but he's got articulation at the torso, articulation at the turkey. I'm not even hungry for turkey. Articulation at the hips, double bend at the knee, and bends at the ankle and even the toes. Batman does come in at around 7 inches. I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys the proof there. So there is the 7-inch mark. I'm not even going to take out the display stand quite yet. But this is Batman, and here's a close-up. He's got a nice matte black cape. It is soft plastic, just like Soup's. He's even got his soft plastic hooks here so nothing can point, and he's got the hard plastic bat ears. So this is the regular version of Batman. And last but not least, for this video, we got essentially the same figure, but as a collector, you have to have the different paintwork, different paint application. If there's one thing that's different, you have to go ahead and make sure you get it. So on this one, this is kind of how I remember my Batman with the different things. So one thing I noticed right off the bat, and that is pretty cool. So here is the regular version of the Batman trading card, and then here is the variant trading card, and you can see it's got the foil cover on there. So that is one thing that I didn't know that's different, and that is one benefit of letting your collectibles breathe versus having them packaged up versus having them in the box. So same accessories, I'm not even going to discuss those. So you got the grappling hook and the batarang, but let's go ahead and take this chase variant out here. So for non-collectors, what a chase variant is a variant that's very limited in production. So hypothetically, say a retailer gets a box of 10 of these Batmans, or a bundle with 5 Batmans and 4 Supermans, but there's only going to be one of these chase figures. So in a box of 10 or so figures, there'll only be one packaged within the box. So what a chase means that you're going to be chasing the figures, and a variant means it's got different paintwork. So same articulation point, same everything there, but you can see the differences. This represents more of the old school retro Batman. This is more of the new 52 look of the Batman. So this one, it's got the classic blue and yellow, same type of articulation. But one thing that you can notice here, I don't know if the camera will pick it up, even on the original Batman here, the amount of detail that's in the sides of his hips and the sides on his ribs and next to his torso. He's got that fine little mesh detail, which could be carbon fiber, because Batman has a lot of money and he can do a lot of things with that money, such as create cool suits. So that is part of the Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse figure line. If you guys like the video, go ahead and click that like button. If you guys have anything you'd like to see differently or want to see more of these, go ahead and drop a comment below. Don't forget to subscribe, it'll definitely help out our channel. Until then, my friends, don't forget to geek out, stay safe, and we'll see you soon.